Say
and
it
we're
ain't
gonna
so.
be going.
Get
One
go
to
all
go.
night.
And the Dark Knight, Blair Sannoh, takes on Sam Fournier, and it's up next, and it's up last. And I had talked to Sannoh about what it's like being on last. He goes, I'm the last fight of the night. But we'll get more into that in a minute, as Rain Cruz will be here to set the stage.
All right, Commerce Casino, let's bring in our fighters for our final bout of the evening. Starting with our fighter from the blue corner, Sam Fournier.
Things going well so far in the pro career of Sam Fournier, 1-0, and that victory, a round one knockout by way of knee over Halston Williams. And Fournier 10-2 in amateur Muay Thai, so a great striker. He's got a Shih Tzu named Jax that I'm sure is watching on somewhere. But this guy's, very cool, calm, collected character and very confident in his striking ability.
The Schmo was blessed to call his first fight back at Baroka 1, November 2024. First round KO over Halsted Williams, who fought at heavyweight before. Sam Fournier weighs in at 205 pounds. He's huge, stands 6'5", 26. He's got that striking style. Tribe MMA, Muay Thai, OTRTC representation.
GSP, his favorite fighter. He's a grappler, but a great striker as well. So multi-dimensional, coaches youth wrestling, as many of the fighters do. And I love that, just helping open the door for the stars of tomorrow.
Yep, so basically, he's got to get in there early, start to push the pace, land some big shots early on.
And please welcome his opponent, out of the red corner, Blair Sannoh.
Dark Knight, Blair Sannoh, no stranger to the UNF faithful, 31 years of age, 2-1, coming off of a UNF 18 decision victory over Emmanuel Etzo. And remember back, he stopped the hype train back in the day of one Jake the Barbabian Babian in Babian's pro debut, a round 3 knockout of him by the Dark Knight.
Both his victories at UNF. Very, very impressive physique this guy has. Weighed in at 205 pounds, standing 6 foot tall. He's 31 years young. He's got that kickboxing style, representing Azteca and the Boxing Club.
And more on the Dark Knight, as many have. Anderson Silva is favorite. He's got great fight IQ. He jumped off an aircraft carrier when he was active duty Navy. He just got out of active duty. He's in the reserves. He says that lets him concentrate more.
Yeah, what he's got to do is make sure that he doesn't get lured into some kind of a firefight here, right? He's got to look for a takedown, if he can set up some striking, and control the pace of the fight.
There you have it. Back into the cage for Rain to set the stage for our final bout of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is set for 3 rounds in the UNF light heavyweight division, and it's presented by Fightbook. Your referee in charge of this action, John Romero. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, a striker and Muay Thai specialist. His professional record, 1 win and no losses. He stands 6'5", weighing in at 205.4 pounds. Representing Tribe Muay Thai, OCRTC, and Pantheon. And fighting out of Long Beach, California, Sam Fournier. And his opponent, out of the red corner, a boxer and kickboxing specialist with a professional record of 2 wins and only 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 205.2 pounds. Representing Azteca Boxing Club, and fighting out of San Diego, California, Blair, the Dark Knight Sannoh.
Stage is set for this light heavyweight battle. Biggest competitors on the card. Looking to lock horns here. Undefeated Sam Fournier taking on the 2-1 Dark Knight Blair Sannoh. Sannoh also 4-2 as a rising star. Just got out of active duty Navy, as we said, and so he can really concentrate on his craft, although he said he wants to get into firefighting next. How many dangerous professions does this guy need?
He's got Phil Davis in his corner right there, too.
Oh,
He's got all the grappling support, all the wrestling support you can get at the highest level.
Yeah. Phil Davis, one of the best grapplers we've seen, in the UFC. Always very consummate professional. When you're training a kid like this. And it's nice to see some big guys in the UNF, too. We don't get to see the bigger guys all the time, so that's a nice diversion from the smaller guys that we see.
Fournier tries to go to work. The Dark Knight looking for the big takedown here. And, I don't think Blair Sannoh is used to giving up this type of height advantage,
Sam Fournier, 6 feet 6 inches tall, and when he fought in his debut and got the victory, so much great success with those knees, with those long legs and those kicks. He has some great clinch work. Pay attention if they get into the clinch and he can get a hold in a Muay Thai on that neck, Muay Thai hold. He could do some damage with those knees to the body.
Yeah, both guys have tree trunk-like legs, using that power though. And
that was a lot of weight. They're in a dogfight.
Reverse it, they're right back up to a vertical base.
Yeah, they got in that dogfight for a second right there. We call it dogfight in jiu-jitsu when you're kind of stuck in a 50-50 position. And here he is. Sannoh's got him right up against the cage again.
Right in front of us here in the broadcast position. Jockeying for position, up against the cage. Sannoh trying to hook that leg, circling off, round and round they go. Strike on the break there by Fournier.
He was looking for that tie clinch.
Yeah, Shmo, you were seeing him kind of set that up and go watch him because he looked like he was getting pressed against the cage, but then he was able to turn it around, and now he's in a position he wants to be in. Until he gets pressed up against the cage again.
Closing that gap in a hurry was the Dark Knight to get back inside that sizable reach advantage that Fournier would have, but we'll see if Sannoh can do anything with it.
The Dark Knight's got a big frame and a big body, and he knows how to use it.
Yeah, Fournier's being very composed in this, though, right now. Look at, he's just taking his time. He's blocking out everything, really controlling the wrestling right here with short little elbow and another one.
In the clinch.
Oh, that one hurt him.
Oh, boy. Turned him inside out. Did Fournier,
he spit the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Jonathan Romero saving him right there. Gonna say, hey, you can put it back in.
Dark Knight saying, bring it on. But man, I think that was just a slicing, dicing elbow there by Fournier.
It's beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
A spinning heel kick to the face.
About the agility of this guy.
Oof. Well, you did your homework on this guy, right? You recalled this.
Yeah, this guy's got some cupping done recently too. He's just cool, calm, collected. He's really, really good with those elbows.
Yeah, he really is. They're nice and short. Didn't overextend on him or anything. Just found, and a beautiful leg kick too that dropped him.
Never seen the Dark Knight manhandled the way he is thus far. He's got a big mountain to climb here in Sam Fournier. He's going to have to try and get this thing horizontal, get him on the canvas, but easier said than done. I mean, Fournier is just a monster as a light heavyweight.
He really is, but again, he's very composed right here. He's not feeling like he's in trouble. He's taking a couple of deep breaths. Got a short little elbow in there. Just making sure he's not getting dominated, getting double underhooks. It's kind of a 50-50 position right here.
Sannoh keeps trying to tie up that leg and get the leg trap, get this thing on the mat, but it's just, that dog won't hunt, at least not yet.
Fournier's counting really well.
And how much energy is this, expending from Blair Sannoh right here? How much is he going to have as we head into round 2 under 1 minute left of round 1?
He's also very big and very muscular, and it takes a lot of oxygen to feed those muscles. And sometimes you get a little, get too much pressure, and then you got nothing. You go back to your corner, and you're like, I can't close my fist right now because you're too much lactic acid.
Foot stomps now. That's not going to do him any favors either. Pulling out all the stomps.
Shades of former UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman. He would do that in his heyday. The foot stomping.
Circling off the cage again.
The foot stomp goes all the way back to Team Quest with Randy Couture and that whole team up there. And Washington and Oregon.
Inside 20 seconds to go now in the round. Some meaningful strikes being thrown by Sam Fournier, and the Dark Knight is going to have to figure something out to get on the board offensively. I mean, applying the pressure up against the cage, but he just hasn't had an answer for the sheer size of Fournier.
Gentlemen, let's face it, the best path to victory for Blair Sannoh is to close the distance and bring this fight to this match. Because if Sam Fournier is standing and striking with him, he can take his lights out.
Yeah, he sure can. But also look at his takedown defense, pressed up against the cage there, Schmo. He's defending this really well. Here's the takedown here by Sannoh.
Yeah, but they
look
were
at
on
there's
the
the
cameras
dog
for
fight.
about 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, that's a dog fight. We learned to scramble back up to your position. And there's that short elbow and another one over the top. That's the one that hurt him.
Change of respect. He ran across the cage to get out of that.
Yep, and then the spinning heel kick to the body, and then took his legs right out with a low kick. Beautiful.
And to your point, too, how composed is he? There you see his knee in the clinch. Biggest weapon so far.
Yeah, Schmo was talking about that clinch that he has, but he also is very guarded. He doesn't let him get that second underhook in there, and he's able to keep his position without getting taken down.
As the boy, the Uncle Chael Sonnen once said, can't let you get too close.
Right.
Getting set for the second round of action. We'll see if the Dark Knight can have some sort of answer for Sam Fournier. It was tough sledding in round one.
Whoa.
Big shot, big
Nice
boot
head
right
kick
up the
right
middle.
there. Yeah, unfortunately, Sano's a little short on his punches and his kicks right now, where you see that the length of Fournier is really helping him right now, and he's throwing feints and strikes, but they're not really getting there yet.
I was gonna say, I think anybody would be short if they're in there with Fournier.
Yep.
Oh man, you don't want to get caught with that.
He's got long limbs. He reminds me of UFC heavyweight Alex Volkov.
Boy, that was a great attempt, great timing by the Dark Knight, and 90% of the opponents plus that he'd be in there with, he would have secured the takedown there, but he just couldn't get the big guy down.
No, his takedown defense, and he's actually laughing having a chat with the corner over here, which is kind of cool with the opposing corner. He's like, no, you're not going to take me down that easy. Look at this defense, how calm, cool, collected he is. He's just not letting him get any kind of a dominant position on him. He's defending. He's got that hand right on the bicep there. Even though he has his hands clasped, he cannot get his hips low enough to take him to the ground.
I mean, what about a knee to the quad here by the Dark Knight?
There it goes.
Yeah,
on
you
cue.
know, just try and chop that tree down a little bit. And now looking for the takedown, but again, that's just nothing doing.
Just paying attention, trying to hear their dialogue and conversation right here.
Yep.
But Sam Fournier just seems to be so confident denying all these types of attempts, and he's verbally saying it too. He's just a hard guy to take down.
Yeah, I mean, moments ago, Chris, Sannoh got a full head of steam into a takedown attempt. He drove him up against the cage, but he never really had him off balance. I mean,
no, I'd actually kind of like to know Fournier's wrestling background, because sometimes when guys are such good wrestlers, like, you're not going to get me on the ground. You can try all you want. I don't care if you're a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but you're not going to get me there.
Apologies, it's been a long night, but somebody's favorite fighter was Vasily Lomachenko, and that guy's got some of the best footwork we've ever seen in boxing. His father put him in 2 years worth of dance, some ballet. Like to see what kind of footwork Sam Fournier's been doing, because it's ballet-esque.
Yep, sure, that's a great point, you know. I'm sure he's involved with some other sports as well that helps his footwork, that helps his body positioning and his body awareness.
6'6", that's a lot of mass to be able to maneuver around and stay on balance.
That's very true.
official's going to separate him, not seeing enough action. I mean, it was
Romero breaks him up.
Continued takedown attempts by Sannoh, but it's just not getting it done. And I mean, the time is ticking away, investing heavy energy-wise too.
Watch
Might
Fournier's
be time to
legs.
change it up for the Dark Knight.
Watch Fournier's legs. He looks to me like he's oh, there he goes, trying to set up a head kick. He's very comfortable right now. He knows that he cannot be taken down at this point in the fight. He's got a minute, almost 2 minutes to work right now. See if he can set up something. Maybe a teep up the middle, maybe an uppercut. And again, Sannoh's on the short end of the stick.
Great counter right there by Fournier too. He's just so patient, just cutting off real estate right now. Being very, very assertive with his movements. Great body kick right there.
Yeah, he seemed to find a home for that right now.
Sam Fournier is going to be a real difficult riddle for people to solve. I mean, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, only one pro fight so far, but he looks very comfortable, like a seasoned professional. And he's feeling really good right now.
Hey, the Schmo feels great being a guy to see both his pro fights right now. The guy's very impressive to watch. But let's see what Blair can do right here.
Oh, that's a left hand.
Oh, we got him
him down. Wow, beautiful
finally-
timing.
Was he listening? Right on cue.
And right before that, his corner had said, look, we need some points, Blair. You got to get something going. And a beautiful takedown. But look out here. Might be in trouble.
Oh, go-go Plata.
Plata.
Go-go Plata. He's going, come on, let's go into a go-go.
Got out of it.
He got out of it. Beautiful, though. You don't see Go-Go Plata attempt that
But
often.
look at
Gave
the
him his
power.
back, but
Look at the
let's see
power.
what he can do.
To get back to his feet, just
Oh.
so much power.
Wow. That
Got-
was a
got the underhook.
That was a takedown off the counter, which is really nice. So he ate the hand and then shot the takedown off of it. So that was actually very smart on Sannoh's part.
It was a Herculean effort to do it, but now, now you're right back into the same boat here, and didn't get much out of it once he did get him down.
No, and again, going back to the damage factor, you know.
And here we go with less than 10 seconds left in round number 2. You got to think heading into round 3, if this was a video game and there's a stamina bar, what level percentage would you give Blair Sannoh after all this wrestling in round 2?
Well, no question, but I mean, the Dark Knight, how do you see that round? Because he did score the takedown and, you know, was controlling the real estate for a lot of the time. Didn't really do damage.
He did have time, but he didn't do damage, and I just wonder, let's look at the replays as they come in. How much damage did Fournier inflict before he was taken down or wrestled with?
He's really started to find a home for those leg kicks right there to the body. He was going for the head early, and then I think he found that the range was better. Big left hand right there. He's just on the short end of the stick right here, but he finally, you'll see off the counter, there
Love
it is.
that.
He finally ate the hand and then shot the double right there, got him on the ground.
Drove those legs through the takedown, but then it was only a matter of time, and a short one at that, but that, you know, he was throwing up a submission off his back, was Fournier, and then when he didn't hit pay dirt with that, was right back up to his
The
feet.
question was it enough time? Was it enough done? I would lean towards Fournier, but the judges could see this tied up right
Could
now.
be.
Both fighters need to act like going into round 3, do or die time, final round of the night. Let's do it.
Very excited for this third and final round here, guys.
Both fighters touch gloves, and we are off and running for our third and final round. Straight left there by Fournier.
Both fighters leave their last drips of sweat all out at the UNF canvas before it's all said and done.
Yeah, now Fournier's going for that head kick again. Oh, he tries to go to the double, stuffs him with the elbow in the face.
Elbow sandwich,
Right?
late night snack.
Yep, little late night snack here as we're approaching closer to midnight than we were before. And again, Sannoh really working for this, but he's slippery at here now too. So you have to go, if you're gonna get a takedown, you have to get it off a counter the way he did before.
Up against the cage here, and the corner of the Dark Knight urging him, say, hey, we need points. You can't waste time with this.
No.
Get something going.
Yep. They're asking him to grab the singles corner, but if you see the way that Fournier has him tied up there, see how he's got that like little elbow into the throat right there? That's why he can't get that takedown. There he goes with a whizzer, stuffs it with a whizzer right there. Hand on bicep, doing a great job.
But I will say Blair's been doing such a great job with that head pressure, driving into him, because I've seen Fournier work with the clinch, tie clinch right there as he landed a great elbow on the exit. This is what Fournier wants. Get the space so he can attack. Now he's got Blair off his back foot pressed against the cage.
Yep,
Yeah.
and on his bicycle because that one hurt.
That was,
the clinch.
that was a whole different type of head pressure once he threw that elbow.
Here he goes.
Fournier going to work.
It's going to start to open up right now, guys, I think. Here we go. Desperation attempt here from Sannoh. Fournier feeling really good about landing strikes here.
Final 3 minutes to go here.
He's so comfortable. He's talking to the crowd.
He's laughing about the foot stomps.
He's
like,
nodding at us now. We're having a conversation with Sam Fournier.
Yep. Very confident fighter right now. He knows that just this attempt, this way of trying to take him down is not going to work at this juncture.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it worked once, but it's not going to win you the fight at this point. You got to believe. So, at what point do you dig down into your bag of tricks?
Well, again, it's looking like he's going to need a knockout. Jonathan Romero, very smart to break it up. Go, hey guys, nothing's happening here.
They're just having a conversation again with the coaching against the cage.
I know.
Good talk, good talk.
Oh, big
Oh,
left
what a
hand.
knee! Another big knee there, and he's just bending him in half. And Sannoh's in
man, a
trouble, I believe.
desperation
He got him
attempt.
down.
But he
He
did
did.
get him down in the desperation attempt.
Boy, did he pay for it. I can't believe he survived that knee. That sounded nasty from here.
Yeah, that was big. That was really big. But he's a gamer, man.
And Fournier literally is. Fournier says he loves to just ride around and cause havoc in Red Dead Redemption, just causing chaos in the Old West. He's causing chaos in the cage. Big knees by Fournier, and that's what brought him to the dance, guys.
Yep, that's what Schmo was calling. He was looking for those knees, and now he's landing them.
The knees and the bows from Sam Fournier are the lethal weapons right here, boys. Can he close it out with a minute 15
Here we
left
go,
to
here we go. Oh, he's got him tired out. Now he's hunting him down. What's he gonna do? How's he gonna finish him? Can he finish him?
Closing in is Fournier, looking for the
Uppercut.
kill.
Oh, the head kick.
My gosh. This guy is an athlete for his size, I will say that.
Sure is.
This guy's got the making of one heck of an attraction in the sport, Schmo, wouldn't you say? Just got that it factor, something about him.
He's electric. He moves his body very, very well. He's got powerful weapons. But can he finish him? Does he have the killer instinct? 40 seconds will tell.
He's trying to right now. He really is. He also knows that he has this fight in the bag, and he's also not getting on his bike and backing up. He's trying to finish a fight, which is a beautiful thing.
Final
Both
30 seconds
things are true.
Yep.
of the fight and of the night. What a night it's been. Boy, looking for that slicing elbow off the break again.
Here we go. Final
Fournier.
moments of the fight right here. He's got his hands down, looking for a head kick again, I bet you. Where is it? It's coming. Got 10 seconds to land. Oh, nice uppercut.
And Sannoh looking for one final
Sannoh trying one more
takedown
time,
attempt.
but there is no money in that bank.
That was an unenviable task for the Dark Knight Blair Sannoh in there with this specimen in Sam Fournier.
That's it.
I know.
That's it.
Where's the 5-rounder? I want a main event 5-rounder here, right?
Schmo repossessioning. And man, that was a fun one to watch, boy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Sannoh, I still, one of the highlights was Sannoh scoring that takedown. You know, I'll never forget that, but
There's
boy,
that head
look at
kick again.
Look at Fournier go to work.
He really fought a beautiful fight. And look at that elbow that he just kept stuffing into his face right there, saying, you're not getting that takedown on me.
Yeah, it worked once, and Sannoh kept going back
Nice
to the
short
well
little
and
knee.
coming up dry.
Oh, there's that left
that
hand
knee,
again.
there it was. I was amazed that Sannoh ate that one and kept going. Big knees to the midsection as well, back to the slicing elbows.
Oh.
Primary weapons of this big man.
How many head kicks do you think he landed in this fight? A lot, right? He really went to the head numerous times.
Fournier feeling good, and why not? And Blair Sannoh, one of the tough customers in the history of Up Next Fighting. He scored some big wins. But I'll tell you, this guy is just tough to deal with, is Sam Fournier. He doesn't go anywhere unless he wants to.
No.
And we're going to go back to the cage, make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Sam Fournier.
entertaining fashion. And I think he's got a fan in the Schmo. The Schmo standing by.
Yeah. Smo's loving him.
Fournier, 2-0, 6'6", you're a problem. Very, very impressive weapons right there with the knees. Very, very impressive with the elbows. Great takedown defense. How do you feel about that hard-fought victory?
Good. I think I could have done a little more to get him off me when I was on the cage. Thank you. Yeah.
Always protected.
Yeah. Could have done a little more in that regard. I pushed it in the striking, and he's good. You know, he's moving back. He's a tough guy. Hit him pretty hard, so I got some stuff to work on. Kind of happy with the striking, but not so much the grappling.
Very impressive. What's up next for you?
Just whatever will take me. You know, I'm fucking trying to be active as much as I can. I'll take fights anywhere, any place.
How soon?
Fucking, let's do it next week. I think I'm all right.
He's ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Fournier. Call both your fights, my man. Congrats.